Yo, what's up, guys? Cleaver Podcast here today. I'm gonna go on a video talking about the Dolphins, and essentially, what I've been getting is a lot of fans, some sports analysis, some coaches, and all that, saying that the Dolphins need a tank for the next couple of years to rebuild the team. Well, today I'm gonna go into some explaining onto why is tanking not a good idea, and what is the pros and cons of tanking. Today I'm in a different area. I'm on the couch. I was comfortable today and I didn't want to leave the couch. And the dog's on my lap. I can't move when the dog's on the lap. Say hi, Frankie. Hi, Frankie. So, moving on. The pro of tanking is you get a very good first round pick. And that's essentially the only pro you have into tanking. Yes, you get a higher first round pick, you get a higher second round pick, but that's really the only thing that matters about tanking. Well, because about 3 to 7, I mean, you could have a high pick on that, but you're already in the third and beyond. You're on day 2 or day 3. A lot of those picks have already been traded or flip flop from the past couple of years through player trades and stuff like that, or trading up and down in the draft from previous years. So it only benefits essentially the first two picks, which is not a bad thing if you're trying to get a legit player. Now, a lot of people want to go after a quarterback, and well, there's also some pros and cons for the quarterback. From 2008 to 2016, there has been a lot of quarterbacks that taken in the first round pick. Some of those are Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco in 2008. All right, Matthew Stafford in 2009, and then let's get going. All right, Mark Sanchez, Josh Freeman, Sam Bradford, Tim Tebow, Cam Newton, Jake Locker, Blaine Gabbett, Christian Ponder, Andrew Luck, RG3, Ryan Tannehill, Brennan Whedon, EJ Manuel, Blake Bortles, Johnny Manziel, Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Braxton Lynch, and if I didn't say it, Jared Goff. So there's a lot of quarterbacks taken from 2008 to 2016 that went first round. In that, Matthew Stafford went first overall. Uh, no playoff wins. Cam Newton went first overall. He actually went to a Super Bowl but lost. Sam Bradford went first overall. No playoff wins. And Andrew Luck went first overall. No Super Bowl. Jameis Winston went first overall. No playoffs. And then Jared Goff, who just clinched his first Super Bowl appearance. So in that, you can see that it's not even hitting home for a first overall pick, which the Dolphins really want to tank for. But there's no essential guarantee you're going to make it to the Super Bowl and win Super Bowls if you tank for a quarterback to go first overall. Like I said, those are the last couple quarterbacks that went first overall, and then some other guys that went first overall. Javon Clowney. The Texans haven't gone to the Super Bowl either, and a couple offensive linemen been in up and down in the first round pick. So it doesn't really matter to get the first overall pick if none of these teams gonna win the Super Bowl. Um, Only one of these quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl, and that was Joe Flacco, that went first overall. And where a lot of the quarterbacks from second to beyond, um, 4 Super Bowl appearances and 2 Super Bowl winners. Some of those are Russell Wilson, Nick Foles, Kirk Cousins, Jimmy Garoppolo, Trevor Siemian, Dak Prescott, Andy Dalton, Kaepernick, Derek Carr. All those guys came out in the later rounds. So, what's the point? You can find a quality quarterback in the second, third, fourth round pick. Hell, Tom Brady was a sixth round pick. 8 Super Bowls, 5 of them with rings. Might have a chance to go to six this year. So, keep that in mind. Now the cons. All right. Now this is what we're going to start talking about. If you tank, here's what's going to happen. Your fan base goes down. The fan base for Miami Dolphins already down, and it's pretty bad. But just to tank purposely, you're just going to lose everyone's fan base, and they're going to bandwagon to another team. And Miami doesn't, like I said, they don't have a good fan base. They don't fill up the stadium. That's not a good look for the team. Two, it affects free agency. When a team comes over to Miami Dolphins, it's free agency. They want to know how much they're getting paid. the chances of winning the ring, and the chemistry between the team. If you're going to be on a trash team, who wants to go there unless you're going to get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars? And at that point, that player is only playing for money and not playing for a Super Bowl ring, which you do not want to get. You want to get really talented guys to come in. That's probably the reason why we never got Peyton Manning back in 2012 when he was searching around. We were the second option because the Denver Broncos had a better team than the Miami Dolphins. And that's what we need to start building to, showing the promise of what we have on this team and why free agents, top tier free agents, to come over to Miami. Can't get that if you start losing. It's like basketball. And then on top of everything, the celebrity fan base, something like basketball I just mentioned. The Lakers, the Nets, the Warriors, they have the Heat. They have so many celebrities go to the game. Miami Dolphins does not have celebrities go to the game. There's a couple celebrities that endorse them. The Williams sisters, Serena and Venus. You got Mark Anthony, and then you got Darius Rucker. That's really the famous people that endorses Miami. But we don't really have that big of a fan base in the celebrity standpoint, and that is absolutely kind of sad because Miami Dolphins is really rich in history. I mean, 5 Super Bowl appearances, 2 rings, the undefeated season, Dan Marino. There's a lot that went around with the Miami Dolphins way back in the day, but in today, people are like, nah, screw the Dolphins. I'm gonna go with the Packers because Aaron Rodgers is good, or the Patriots because they won the Super Bowl, or the Seahawks, because they're respectable. So those are the cons of us tanking. Is you lose the free agency, you lose the fan base, you don't have the celebrity fan base, and it overall hurts the team. And then you don't want to end up like we were with the Chargers when they were in San Diego. The San Diego actually had to move because they weren't selling the stadium. They were filling up 30 to 40% of the stadium every week. It's absolutely terrible. It's you don't want to have that look on your team. So there is no point in tanking. You're still gonna have to try your best. You develop your young players, but you can't just sit there and tell someone, "I need you to throw a pick so we can lose, so we have a better draft pick." You don't want people to sit there. There's players on our team that are playing for a ring. Cameron Wake, Rashad Jones, even Micah Fitzpatrick and Xavier Howard to tell him, "I need you to play bad so we can lose to benefit us, but not you." That. Like, it's very sad that we only had one Pro Bowler on our team. We should be having a team that has 5 or 6 Pro Bowlers. We need to have someone to be an All-Pro. We don't have All-Pro players, and it's the saddest thing as a Dolphins fan. And that's what we need to start doing. We need to start developing. We need to start bringing in top tier, good free agents, not the Namakusu type, Mike Wallace type. No, actual legit people who plays for the team, that plays for the players, not for Sue who went for the money. Not for Mike Wallace who wanted the money. No, you want to go after some kind-hearted, true football players. Like if J.J. Watt or Giovanni Clowney comes into free agents for somehow, which Giovanni Clowney could, we have to give him a reason to come to Miami. So keep that in mind when you decide that, we need a tank for some quarterback in 2020 draft or 2021 draft, because they could pan out to be a failure. I mean, Tim Tebow was a failure. He's not in the league anymore. Some of those first-round picks, Josh Freeman's not in the league no more. Tim Tebow's not in the league. Jake Locker's not in the league. Christian Ponder's not in the league. EJ Manuel, I don't think is in the league. Johnny Manziel's not in the league. And that's just some of those. And then RG3 is the third-string quarterback. Blake Bortles got benched from his team going somewhere else. Teddy Bridgewater is on his third team also. Mark Sanchez is on his fifth team. So keep that in mind when you guys want to decide to tank. Now, some positive feedback. We are doing a giveaway of a customized Cleaver Podcast T-shirt. It's still in the making. We're going to be uploading it here soon. The giveaway will begin once we surpass the 100 subscribers. So we actually have a nice fan base to actually have the opportunity to do a giveaway. So make sure you subscribe and like if you're still at this part of the video, so you guys won't miss out the video that comes out for the giveaway, and just so you won't miss out future Miami Dolphins videos and our weekly Thursday podcast. So like and subscribe, and I appreciate you guys' your time as you're watching this video, and I hope you guys have a great day, and go Chiefs.